Going, man.
I'm doing great. How's it going?
I'm doing awesome. How was your week, man?
Um, I pretty great. I had a call. I had two call um, with our community member.
Yeah, so the first question that I wanted, let's just go on with the interview.
Okay.
So the first question that I wanted to ask you is, what was your situation with English before we started, and what were you struggling with the most? That's the first question.
Before this project, I I actually didn't speak English at all. You know, in the past, I only consumed English content, but I didn't speak any English in my daily conversation. As you know, I, I, I was born in Taiwan and nobody speak English in real life. Of course, you can sometimes you can hear you can hear somebody speaking English, but most of the time you don't have to speak English. So I I didn't speak English at all in the past, and yeah, I only consume English by watching YouTube video or listening to podcasts. And the second question is that
Hmm.
what's the
Yeah, what were you
biggest structure?
struggling with
Okay,
the most?
I'd say definitely speaking. Like I
Mm-hmm.
said, I didn't speak at all, so I was not confident speaking English. I had some opportunity to communicate with foreigner, but it took me a lot of energy to reach out to them. And when I was talking to them, I feel so nervous.
Mm-hmm.
So speaking is my was my biggest struggle. But now I feel comfortable speaking English.
And like in talking about your listening as well, like were you like how much were you able to understand when you were listening? You know, back
In,
back like
um,
10 weeks ago.
I'd say most content I consumed before this project mostly in mostly in learner um,
Level.
videos or content. In the past, I believe that I have to listen something that I can understand, which is called comprehensible input. But I don't really see the progress because I cannot really understand the content that created for native speaker.
Mm-hmm.
So I realized that the more I speak, actually I can know more what other people say. So yes, I you know right now I can understand more
Mm-hmm.
in native speakers content.
Got you, got you. And what were you doing like before that didn't work for you? Like were you trying were you using apps? Were you like I don't know, watching Netflix, studying grammar, in isolation? Like what were you doing before?
Mostly I watch YouTube content or listen to podcasts, but most of the time I couldn't understand those content. I just passively listen listen to the podcast. So I think that actively listen is important because right now I tried to write down some words or phrases I like during the content, and also to summarize, try to summarize the whenever I finish a video. So it helps me to pay attention to the content, and over time, I feel like I can understand more with my English listening skills.
So you were pretty much just consuming content. That was the main thing that you were doing.
Right.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. And did you had any hesitation, you know, about joining the program? Like, what almost stopped you from starting, and why you did like why did you decide to join anyway? Was there something like blocking you from joining, or you just like I'm gonna join and that's it?
Actually, I had no hesitation join this community or this project because
Mm-hmm.
at that time I I was so desired to improve my English, and I was motivated by your YouTube, videos a lot because when I watched your videos, I feel like you know us. You are not a native English speaker, so you know what's the best way to improve our English skills, and you know the struggles things that we had right now. So it motivated me a lot. So I had no hesitation join this project, and I'm glad I decided to join this project.
Got you. Got you. That's awesome. And what has been different about this compared to how you learned English before? You know?
Yeah. So I would say speaking is the game changer. Like I said, I didn't speak English at all, and as I practice speaking more and more in my daily life, I'm pretty comfortable speaking English right now, and I can understand more, and I'm not really fear to reach out to other people to have a call. So it's not only this project is not only improving my English skills, it also somehow give me confidence um, to have a conversation with strangers.
Mm-hmm. And so you would say that the thing that, the main difference was speaking. This program, the main thing was speaking compared to the way that you were learning English before.
Yes, exactly.
Got you, got you. And what results have you achieved and how has your life or confidence changed?
I learned, after I can communicate with other people all over the world, I learned a lot from different perspectives. And I also learned a lot from myself, learned about myself a lot. It helps me to reflect on my past experience, and I could say it helps me become more um, to be a better version of myself because in the past I don't really think that I know myself deeply, but during this project you helped me, you keep asking me questions to help me reflect what's the what I feel, and what I'm trying to improve. And the most important thing is that you you try to lead me and guide me to um, the reason why I want to improve my English, to know what I really want the most. I think I feel more free, to express myself in a clear way.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the biggest result that I think compared to before the progress.
Yeah, and but he also told me that the thing that is the most impressive is that before we started, you were just speaking English once in a while. Maybe you can count the amount of times that you had a conversation with someone, both of your hands. And after you joined, you were able to speak with a lot of people and record videos. And you also told me that the first call that you had with a person inside the community, your hands were shaking, right? And now you can just send a message to someone without any fear and have a call with them. And you can have a call and record a video, I don't know, 5 times a week or something like that now, right? So and so you think like your confidence has completely changed as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, well, I didn't speak English. I haven't recorded myself speaking in English before, and right now I feel really comfortable doing that.
Mm-hmm.
And having a call with someone is not a problem with me at all.
Yeah.
So yes, definitely, I gain so much more confidence when
Yeah.
I'm speaking English.
Yeah, you feel a little bit nervous still, just like me, but you do it anyway, right? You
Right.
don't let fear or that nervous feeling control you anymore. And just like me, I still have like fear sometimes. I still feel a little bit nervous, but I do it anyway. I don't let it control me, you know.
Mhm.
So another question as well, would you recommend this to someone trying to become fluent in English, and why?
I, I highly recommend someone who want to improve and really mean that, who want to really improve their English and really mean to do that, because I cannot imagine, even I cannot imagine I can reach this level of English speaking skills. Although I still feel like I can definitely improve more. But
Mhm. You come so far?
yeah, I've come so far. I can sense, I can tell that I've made so much more progress in my English, especially in speaking. So for those who want to improve their English skills, I highly recommend you can not only improve your English, but also um, improve so many things. For example, you can improve your communication skills. You can know yourself better, and you can understand why you want to um, learn English. And that I think that's the one of the most important thing when it comes to learning English, because you have to know the motivation, and you have to know the deepest why you want to do that, so that you can keep going and stay consistent to your goal. So if you really mean to improve your English, I would definitely highly recommend you join this progress.
Awesome. Awesome, man. Yeah. So yeah, man, talk to you soon then, okay? And have a nice day, okay?
Yeah, you too. Thank
Bye.
you. Bye bye.